country church that brings me closer to my Savior. A little bit of heaven, a whole lot of love left behind.
Hello everybody, we're back here on Cable 12, Rise and Shine. I've got a couple of guests with me this morning. I have Andre Peary with United Way of Franklin County's partner agency, and I have John Morris, who is the executive director for the United Way. Welcome, gentlemen. Nice to have you here.
Good, thank you.
All right, we're going to be talking about some sort of a fundraiser or some sort of an event for United Way.
Down the road here on September 12th, we're going to be having our United Way kickoff, and it'll be at the farmers market, and we're going to have a lot of fun with the band and food and just socializing. Time for people to get together and socialize a little bit. We'll have our partner agencies there as well, and one of those partner agencies is STEP Incorporated, and John is the executive director for STEP Incorporated, and I'm trying to educate the community on just who they're giving to when they give to United Way. Most people kind of think of United Way as being its own synonymous self. We're really not. We are the throughput for funding for agencies like John, and I recognize that a lot of people kind of put us out front. We need to be in the background. Great agencies like STEP Incorporated. We've had Helping Hands on here. We've had Contact on here, and I hope people gained information from there. And now we're having STEP today. We're going to have Joyce Moran from the CASA on Wednesday, and we're going to have something that probably people know very little about the Korean Hospice group on Friday. So we want people to really know who they're giving to, and STEP Incorporated is one of the great agencies in this Franklin County area that they need to know about because they do a lot for people.
This is going to attract a lot of people, I think.
Well, we hope so, because we want people to get in the you might say giving mood.
Oh, exactly.
And that's why I'm working on getting the organizations through here so people know who they're giving to.
Okay. Now you were talking just a couple of minutes ago about United Way and how you kind of want to be in the back a little bit, and who United Way supports.
Right.
When people make a donation to United Way, for example, where does that money go?
That money goes to STEP. It goes to Helping Hands.
Okay.
We have 15 what we call partner agencies because we have committed to them that we will give them a certain amount of money. Okay. All right, those are our partner agencies. We have 30.
And that's all local?
Yes, that's well, we're going to explain that as we go along because that's not totally understood.
Okay.
Say we had Roanoke Valley Family Services on here. What we were trying to explain, even though their offices are located in Roanoke, they serve Franklin County specifically.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm trying to make clear to people is, even though you might see on our list of partners somebody that says, that's Family Services from Roanoke or from Roanoke Valley, what that means is they have a particular segment of the population that they serve, specifically in Franklin County. And so we're trying to make that perfectly clear. All the funding that comes into United Way in Franklin County serves the people in Franklin County.
Okay, that's fantastic. And it looks like you've got a pretty hefty goal, $375,000?
Yes.
You think that's doable?
Oh, absolutely.
Think we can do that?
It is. Yes, it is doable.
I'm assuming this has already begun?
Or? Oh, it has already begun with people that we call pace setters, and I'm pretty sure that this agency is a pace setter. They've started their campaign so early, because obviously the kickoff is on September 12th, and most of our organizations, not necessarily our partners, even some of them, they don't start till September and October as far as their campaigns are concerned.
Right.
But we have some pace setters that kind of get started now, and STEP also is one of those.
All right. Sounds good. Looks like you've got a lot of good sponsors.
excellent sponsors.
Let's see here. Gold Level Gilbert and Bird Attorneys, Appalachian Power, BB&T, Bridgewater Marina, Carter Bank and Trust, Hodgesville Heating and Air, Hometown Bank, Holly Insurance, Earth Environment and Civil Incorporation, Martinsville DuPont Credit Union, Billy, Betty, and Julie Kingery Realtors, and Mountain Lake Realty. A lot of good sponsors helping you out here.
Those folks contributed to help us create that brochure, because obviously as an agency we're very frugal about money as far as spending it from an administrative standpoint, because we want the money to go to the agencies.
Sure, I totally understand that. Well, United Way is a fabulous foundation. I've been trying to support it for years. I'm really glad to be able to learn a little bit more about this.
Good.
So, well, what else would you like to talk about or push as
Well,
far as this is concerned?
I want John to talk about what they do.
Okay,
that's really why we're here, is to really have him explain in really as much detail as he possibly can what STEP means to Franklin County. Number of people you serve is how many, probably?
We serve somewhere to 4,000 to 5,000 people every year,
Okay.
low-income people. STEP has about 22, 23 different programs. We have early Head Start programs for children from 6 weeks of age up to 5 years of age. We have college access programs. We have ex-offender programs. Homeless programs. We actually serve the homeless in Franklin County, Patrick County, Martinsville, Henry County, Pittsylvania County, and Danville. We're the Section 8 administrator for Franklin County, Patrick County, Bedford. We also operate a school called Life's Academy, which is an alternative special education school licensed by the Department of Education. So we have a lot of different housing programs. We serve a great deal of low-income people here, and without the United Way, it would be extremely difficult for us to do what we do. When I first came to STEP in 2004, they gave us the seed money to start our Virginia Cares program, which is an ex-offender program. And what we do is when people come out of jail and come out of prison, we help them get acclimated back into society. And why that's important to the community is because our recidivism rate in our program is less than 8%, where the state average has been around 30%. So we can actually document where we keep people from going back to jail, going back to prison. If we can keep them out of the criminal justice system, it saves the localities money. Plus it helps the tax base because we've got people working, people contributing to society instead of being a drain on it. And it was a tough program to get started because it wasn't very popular, but United Way stepped in. They gave us the seed money to do that, and then now we've expanded to add Martinsville, Henry County, as well as Franklin County.
That's great.
Yeah.
And how long have you been partnering with United Way?
Well before I got here. Right now, United Way contributes solely to our financial services programs. We have a loan program where for every $1 somebody saves to purchase an asset, we match it with $2. We do financial literacy education. We have a free volunteer income tax assistance program where people who earn less than $50,000 can get their taxes done for free. And then we also have a microloan program where we lend money to people who want to start a small business, expand their small business, or even purchase a vehicle so they can get to and from work. If it wasn't for United Way support, we would not be able to operate that program. And what it does is, some people look at social service organizations as what you might call a handout organization. STEP is not like that at all. What we do is we really walk with the people that we serve. They've got to put in the work, but we give them the resources, the support, and kind of navigate the way for them. To become successful and to improve their quality of life. So if somebody comes to us for a loan, it means they can't get a loan from a traditional bank. Sometimes they have questionable credit, some other issues, but for a lot of our folks, Franklin County is a big county, so a car is almost an asset, and so they need it to get to and from work, and it's extremely important for them. So that's why we created this program a couple of years ago. United Way's been tremendous. And talking about us being a pace setter, we give back to United Way. Our employees give back. Every year, we just had our Employees Day where they sign up, and really what they do is most of them give back $1 a week, and we take it right out of their paycheck, and then we submit the money to United Way. You know, STEP has about 100 employees. We have over 90% of our employees that do give back to United Way. So, so we believe so much in what they do, not just for STEP, but for our partner agencies and for so many other organizations in the community that we do give back to them, and we do support what they do, because without them, the community would be in a lot of trouble.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
See that for some reason or another, I got the feeling when I first came into this position that people just hear the name STEP and they just assume they know what they do.
Right.
But I think you can see 21 programs,
That's incredible.
5,000 people, and you know all the things that they do. I don't think you can grasp all that. You know, I think people need to constantly be reminded who this organization is, because they're big. Mm-hmm. This is big for Franklin County right here. I mean, really big. And then you got other organizations who are more specifically, you know, orientated to a particular service. But this is one of the organizations that we support in Franklin County that's got great diversity in the way they serve the community.
Well, now, John, if somebody's watching our program this morning and they've heard all of these wonderful things that you just said, and they're interested or they're in need of any of these things, how do they find out more to see what they can get for themselves, or how do they get help?
They can call our office. Our number is 483-5142. They can go online. Our address is stepincva.com. And then they can find us on Facebook under Support to Eliminate Poverty, and they can access our website through there. A lot of the information we put up, updates regularly on some programs that we're doing. And you know, we put the word out of United Way on our Facebook page as well. One of the things that's extremely important now is STEP. We were hit pretty hard by sequestration. We lost a lot of federal funds for our senior meals program. We serve somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 500 meals every single day for senior meals. We got funding cut there. We had to close down our Redwood Early Head Start Center, so we lost some slots there. And over the years, United Way has worked extremely hard, but we've been cut in United Way too, as with our other agencies. And United Way just doesn't give us money. I mean, they hold us accountable to make sure that we do a good job with those funds, to make sure that we're good stewards. So a lot of the nonprofits in Franklin County, us, Child Advocacy Center, Helping Hands, Friends of the Family Resource Center, everybody's been struck by the economy. As the economy has been hurting, you know, there's some signs of life, but it hasn't hit us yet, and it definitely hasn't hit the people that we serve yet. So, you know, the businesses that get involved in supporting United Way holds us accountable to make sure we're doing a good job with those funds. And the more the community gives, the more that the United Way can bless us and some other agencies, so we can continue to serve all those people. Because what happens is when we keep getting cut, we have to stop serving at some point. And that's the sad part, because there's a lot of people still hurting out there, whether they come to STEP or to Helping Hands or to whomever.
All right.
Now, how that's relative to, you were talking about the goal being rather lofty,
yes,
you might say. I mean, I know it sounds lofty, but actually, you know, I think 219,000, something 11 or 19,000 last year. This goal, reaching this goal this year, is going to mean that what we have at least committed to, just based on projections and everything, if reaching this new goal here is going to put us back into a very good place to do a little more for our partner agencies. And what I'm excited about is the possibility that we might be able to help out some affiliates too. We have 32 affiliate agencies, you know, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Goodwill, and I tell you, one unrecognized, and I'm going to do the best I can to lift them up, and that's our firefighters and rescue squads.
Oh, yeah.
Most people in this county don't realize that most of those people are volunteers. And I have some of that are friends, and I've just inquired, what kind of training? 700 hours of training to be certified. Now, how many people are dedicated enough to do that and go out and volunteer for something that's dangerous on top of that?
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't think most people recognize how important those agencies are in Franklin County until they need them. Then it's like, well, I expect them to show up. Well, you know what? We expect you to help us out this year. And if you have one of these fire departments that is near and dear to your heart, or you live near them, you can, specifically identify that rescue squad as a designated fund place for your money. So you can give to United Way, but you can give it specifically to that agency. So we're promoting everybody this year, but I really think that you can kind of get an idea now how STEP can kind of just be STEP. Everybody thinks they know what it is, but really, I'm still learning more about what they do in the county. Now, John is very involved in this community. He is the president of Rotary right now, and has always played what I call a leadership role in Rotary since I've been in town, and I've been around for about a little over 6 years. I was a scout executive, and so when I joined Rotary, John was already there, and he's a very active and involved member in Rotary. So he's not just doing this job, running all these agencies or all these programs within his agency, but he's also involved in the community as a whole.
Well, I had no idea that United Way covered STEP, and did not know that STEP covered so many different wonderful things.
Bingo!
I know. That's awesome. Hopefully you guys have learned something too while y'all been watching this show. We're excited about this.
Me too.
Yeah. Anything else y'all want to say? How about John, you give everybody the ways to communicate again in case they need to find out more, or they need to get help from your company. Can you tell those numbers again?
Yeah, our phone number is 483-5142. Our website address is stepincva.com. There's actually a page on our website that they can email us directly, and then we'll respond to them. Or they can go to our Facebook page at Support to Eliminate Poverty. They can just put that in the search, and then our page will come up, and then they can like us and send us any messages on there. And we've communicated actually pretty regularly with people who are seeking services through Facebook.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Andre Perry, John Morris, y'all did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hope you guys listened, paid attention. This is a big deal. Again, I'm Joyce Manier, filling in for my buddy, Dick Shoemaker. Thank you folks for watching Rise and Shine here on Cable 12. Hope you have a wonderful day, and be safe, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
And I say, hey, bye.